Hi everybody, welcome back to another reading. Today we are doing a love reading. The current situation, what do they think, what you are thinking, what's their zodiac sign, or what's your zodiac sign, who are you dealing with, what all I can tell you, what all is in their mind, or how's your current situation going, or what you can expect, in the current situation, or, in the times that are coming, like a week or 2 weeks later. So let's start the reading. This is going to be a very accurate reading. I'll try to give letters also if your name or their name begins with the letter, then you'll know the reading is for you. Not necessarily, because this is a general reading, remember that. So we've got Holi today, so happy Holi to everybody from here in India and whoever's watching. And it's a festival of colors, so we got this beautiful highlighters. I thought, why not do beautiful colors today? So first pile is blue. I've already put the cards. I've not seen the cards because I'm going to see them with you, and let's see what the story unfolds. Pile number two is the pink pile, and third pile is a beautiful green. They're very beautiful colors. I mean, so soft. I mean, really nice. So let's see what is in store for you. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put them away like I always do. So second pile was pink. I'll remember that. So we're going to start with the first pile, which is your very beautiful blue pile. Look at this. Maybe you are a water sign, or you could be dealing with a water sign with the blue color I get, because there's a boat also. So you're wanting to send a message to someone, or somebody's going to send a message to you. Also feel you love the rains. One of you seems like a water sign, but you love the rains. One of you, I mean, probably it is raining where you are, or there's a waterfall near you is what I get, but definitely rain and something to do with water. A little boat. It's also a boat of memories. I mean, it's like memories coming, flooding back to you with someone. If you're dealing with someone, a lot of things you're thinking from the past, what happened and whatever, you were together. So with this boat, I also get a lot of memories, and also getting a message or receiving a message or sending a message to the person, but definitely a message somewhere, because the boat just carries some kind of a message is what I get. And let's see, what are your other messages. So I'm going to lay the cards out. So blessings. Wow, we start with the most beautiful card in this pile. So blessings on its way. It's almost like your relationship is a blessed one, and whenever anything goes wrong, or anything up and down, or in any discord or not getting along well. I mean, it's kind of, something or the other happens, that you understand each other and you're back together and you talk about it, no matter how bad, good, whatever the fight is, or how long the fight has been. But it's like you almost can't live without talking to each other. Yes, talking is a big thing, because communication is coming there. So let's see, it's all about communication. And this one, probably you two talk a lot, you express a lot, or probably this is a new relationship where you guys talk a lot on the phone. It's like you've been spending hours. That's your current thing, and really into the relationship, enjoying it, because it just started. I get a very new vibe from this the moment I see blessings. I don't know why. So let's see, because I haven't seen the cards, and let's see what the story unfolds. Remember, like I always say, it's a general reading, so not necessarily all cards will be the same. Sorry, I did not introduce myself because I already thought people know me, but I'm a psychic, intuitive tarot reader, and I'm a medium. I'm also a white witch. Oh, rebirth. I told you there's something new. So this could be an old flame coming back, and love turning into new. But rebirth could be, any misunderstandings, problems. It's sorting, and it's almost like the love is born again. That's why probably so much new is coming here. Sorry, I'm going to keep these cards here. um, this is new love, feeling like new love, or probably you are so much in love. I mean, even if it's, I'm going to say 4 years, 5 years, I don't know why I get 4 years, 5 years. Maybe you've been seeing each other for that long. Could be 4 weeks also, because that is the number coming to me. So it almost feels like new love. And there is great communication, because I'm telling you again and again, when a psychic repeats something, it's like spirit guides are saying the same thing again and again in different ways, but and different cards. New beginning, of course. I told you, look at this. I mean, I told you it's really a blessed reading, and I told you there's a new beginning. So it could be in the same old love, there's a new beginning, or it always feels like a new beginning. But I told you it's a very new love vibe. So it could also be you just found each other, you just started talking to each other. And look at this. This is a new beginning, and it's come. I've put it under the blessings card, which is so beautiful. So I mean, totally blessed relationship, and new things starting, new feelings, knowing new things about each other. So you in that space right now of the relationship. You could be dealing with a Pisces. I told you water sign. I could just from the board think, it is water sign. This is Virgo, earth sign. So you could be a earth sign. They could be an earth sign. Could be either or, you or them. It could be that you're watching for them, or cross watching or whatever. You're just trying to understand their feelings or your feelings. So basically it's your relationship right now, could be feelings from them or you. So whenever I feel something from their side, I'll say it, or if it's your side who's feeling it. So water sign, I've got an earth sign here, we've got fire, we've got almost all signs here. So it could be any of the signs. I didn't pick up an air. Let's see if there's an air. No, there is no air. In fact, there are two fire signs. So water, of course, I mean, could be on fire. The whole relationship, the energy is like that. You're really attracted to each other, and this is how it feels. And really passionate, because that's what I'm getting from red. Look at this. These are two fire signs here. We got Aries and we've got Leo. So you could be Aries or Leo, or they could be Aries or Leo. Virgo, you could be Virgo. They could be Virgo. Pisces, I mean, you could be a water sign. They could be a water sign. So Lioness, you've earned your stripes. So this person is pretty much, you complement each other. Like he's a lion and you're a lioness. I mean, that's how it feels together also. I mean, totally fierce, dominating personalities, but very getting along very well. I mean, you both could be great personalities in your own self, and dominating in your own way, but not dominating each other. I mean, have a beautiful aura, and very charismatic, and probably that's you both are like that. And like I said, the lioness and the lion, and it says you've earned all your stripes. So yes, I mean, you deserve this love is what I get from this card. It's a beautiful card. It makes you, and the guy or the girl, whoever you're dealing with, I mean, you give each other space, and you like doing your own activities, and time. You give time to each other, even if it's a new relationship, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you do give time to each other, and that really feels beautiful. I'm getting a lot of M, so your name could be starting from M, or their name could be starting from M. M is from M is mother. I also get P a lot. P for Pisces, or P for pen. I get P a lot, so your name or their name could be beginning with that. Let's see this card. This doesn't look like a good card, but okay. Swim away from this situation. For some of you, it's not the right situation. It's time to swim away from that. We've got beautiful cards here, but there is also caution somewhere here for some of you, that the situation is not right now. Could be that, the person is agitated. Okay, now I get the story. The person is agitated, or you're not in a good space, so it's better to just keep it away. It doesn't mean just move away from the person you are dealing with, because remember, psychics read cards very differently. It's the kind of energies we pick up, or the kind of story, or the kind of words that we hear in our mind, or visuals that we see. So we know that this is the kind of story we need to deliver, because the card might be saying something else. So in this situation, I really feel if the situation is not right, I mean, do not provoke the person much. It could end up in a battle, or it could not end up nice today. So it's like always better to probably retreat. Maybe this is what it means, that retreat from the situation to keep the peace of the situation. I think one of you knows the other one is not in a good space. I mean, good mood could be for anything, money problem, family problem, whatever problem they are in. Sometimes the mood is generally not right. So just remember to keep it keep a little away right now. This is not okay, this is not the right time to approach them, is another message that I get. I also get a lot of J for jealousy. Is there jealousy creeping in? I get jealousy otherwise. I get R also as a letter, so your name or their name could be beginning with R. R for red. R stands for passion. I mean, R is for passion. R is red. Red is for passion and love. But yeah, this situation could like turn into something not right, because one of you is not in the right space, is what I get again and again. It's a very it's a line that it's coming to me again and again. So just a caution. Let's understand each other more. So that's what they mean to you. I mean, that's what they want to say to you, you want to say it to them. So you want to understand each other more. That's why you're probably spending too much time talking on the phone. Remember I said, because I saw a boat here, this is a lot of communication with each other, probably a very new relationship, and you want to take it further, but you really want to talk to the person or meet them, so you understand them better before making any commitments, or going further, or trying to really know who they are, what they are, and what do they like. I mean, they might be doing the same. So that's what I feel. You mean the world to me, so this is beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship, like I already said. A lot of harmony, peace in the relationship. I got the word forgiveness also. A lot of forgiveness in the relationship. Remember, I said you always work on the relationship. So it's like, trying to understand what went wrong than, blaming each other. So, it's very easy to blame. It's very easy to get into a relationship, but I always say it's very difficult to maintain a relationship. It requires a lot of patience and understanding, and because sometimes two individuals are totally different, but you want to be together, so you got to work on the weaknesses. It's not that every time there's a fight, it's about giving up. It's every time there's a fight, it's about understanding how you can make it work. Or what went wrong, or who needs to work more. Either one of you could be wrong. You got love life here. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. I told you this is actually new or renewed. New, exactly the cards, and that's when we know that the messages are right. It's almost like confirmations from different tarot or oracle decks, or the kind of messages that I get while I'm channeling messages. So this is definitely, this is the status of your love life. It's either renewed or it's new. It's totally going with the energy we had in the beginning, with the new beginning. And this is about a new person in your life, or an old flame coming back and just rebuilding, rebeginning. Not even, I'm not going to say taking it from there where you left. I think it's like totally saying, okay, now let's go back. Let's behave as if we do not know each other, how it all started. Let's go back and let's start this again. That's the energy that I get. Heightened intuition, so your intuitions are really at an all-time high. And I think you have an inner knowingness, and as it's trustworthy, always our inner knowingness is the most trustworthy, because our intuition always says the right thing. It's giving us red signals, whatever flags, and it's telling us what's right and what's wrong. So it puts you on the right way. And sometimes if you have that nagging feeling that something is not right or something is really good, so do go for it, because when our gut says something is right or wrong, you should listen to it and follow that. But right now I think your intuition is really high, and if you're sensing something good or bad, whatever, in the relationship, I mean, follow that, understand that what you need to what the voice inside you or in your head is trying to tell you. So do address that. Work together always with people, with the family here. Family is also very important to you and him or her, whoever you're dealing with is what I get. But right now, it's like probably not spending much time with your family because you're so into your new relationship. I really want to feel, do not forget your friends and family and other connections. This is really what I'm picking up. Okay, this is, that do not forget the other people. We know your love is new, so probably you could have somebody already complaining that you don't spend much time with us, all that blah 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 blah, that you're always with that person, you're busy, you've forgotten us, we don't mean anything to you. So I'm sure you're going to hear such stuff. That's what I feel. I feel the message that I get is reconnect with your family. That's a huge message that I get, and that's for you guys. So sometimes, we walk away even when the things are good, and this card has come reversed. So what you have is good. It's not that you will keep experimenting, and you want to give it a chance. You're never going to walk away from it, because I really feel, because this has come reversed, it means that you're not going to walk away. It's not that you think nothing is there for me. I'm done. I've stayed in the situation for too long. This is not happening, or it's not fun anymore. I've overstayed. I also get the message overstayed, but this has come reverse. So this is a good card. That this is a good relationship for you. It's like the knowing. Maybe that's your heightened intuition about the person, that this is going to work. Sometimes we already know that this is going to be a little long term, and sometimes it's like, okay, it seems like a 1 date or 2 dates or maybe 3-4 dates and nothing more than that. But somewhere you have that intuition about your relationships pretty much, and they always turn right. You know that this one is probably for keeps or for forever, or there'll be more dates, or you'll try to understand each other because that's what the person wants. Yeah, wanting to understand more. So those were your cards, and that was a lot. So I wanted to do a little more detail today, so I did it detailed and gave you more messages. So I'm going to move on to the other one. If you've chosen the other, let me see anything that I get while keeping the cards. It's new. I mean, I just want to say enjoy it, because rainbow is also like, it feels really magical and great, and a lot of surprises, good surprises the person will give you. So that's done. I'm going to keep it away. Let's move on to the other pile, which is pile number 2. Yeah, I feel poetry. I get a lot of poetry. It's almost the person thinking roses are red, violets are blue, though this is pink. My love for you is true. That's what I get. I mean, probably they want to say that, and that's what I. It also says, by the way, I didn't notice the message. It says be you. So be you in the relationship. Do not lose your identity. Be who you are. So that's an important message. And there goes my Mac making the stupid sound it does. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Let's see with pink what are the messages that I get with pink. Be truthful is what I get. I get the word truthful. Somebody needs to speak their truth, what's in their heart. You need to tell the other person. You're not. Somebody is not being truthful, or you need to trust. I get the word trust. Are you getting insecure? But truthful. You need to tell the truth is what I get. But this is a nice pink color. Let's see what the cards are. I've not seen the cards. Okay, strength. You need strength in the relationship, or this relationship is testing your strength. So this is about the current situation, his, her feelings, or your feelings, or how the current relationship is, what you need to do, what you need to work on, or how you feeling, or what's coming towards you. You know, all those questions in your head. You know, I hope I can answer some. But this is basically either you getting tested in the relationship, or the other person is feeling like I'm getting tested in the relationship. But this is a testing relationship. I mean, you need a lot of strength to carry this relationship, or this probably relationship means there has to be a lot of work. Maybe the truth meant insecurity from in one of you, or working on the trust issue, insecurity. Those are the words that I get again and again. Let's see all the other cards. Yes, have to work together in harmony. I mean, you've got to have the strength to work together. I'm going to keep it here. Look at these cards. So you got harmony and you got strength. You need both to work well. And unless you have the strength, I mean, it's very difficult to keep the relationship going. I think this is working hard on a relationship, either you or the other person. So this relationship needs a lot of understanding, needs a lot of hard work. I mean, you two working constantly to evolve the relationship, to keep it where it is, to keep the love going. So maybe it could be positive that you both are putting as much effort, which is good, and maybe it needs that. One of you could be a more difficult personality. It could be one is really dominating, and the other one is like always pleasing. Also get the word pleasing. You're pleasing the other person. You're like, okay, they're going to set a date, and you're like, okay, I'm going to be there. I mean, if you set a date and they're like, no, it doesn't really suit me. So it's also you working your way around them is what I feel. You going around in circles, or I get the chasing thing. That you like, okay, I'll have to do what they say. They don't have the time, probably because they really don't have the time, and you're not working, or whatever, it's more comfortable for you to work around them. But you working, one person is working around the other one, all the time. And which adjustment is good, but not extreme adjustments. Sorry guys if you cannot hear my voice, because it makes a noise. Look at this, look at the situation. Always keeping it from, one of you has temper issues, always keeping it from becoming a volcano. So I think one has to be really peaceful. No wonder, I mean, one is really peaceful, the other one really has temper issues, and you have to always tackle. I feel it's always tackle, measuring your words, what to say, not to say, because you do not want this situation to come in where suddenly the person will be all temperamental and throw a fit, and you've not said much. So that's why probably you have to keep the peace. Maybe that's why I mean, harmony is here. You have to keep the peace here in the relationship, and probably it's you who has to keep the peace. Let's see who are you dealing with. Let's see the zodiac sign. So you could be a fire sign, or dealing with a fire sign. A lot of fire here. You could be a water sign, or we get Scorpio here. Here, Scorpio is here. So Scorpio is a dominating personality. Sagittarius is okay, but could be that one of you really stings with the words or something, and the other one is like Capricorn, hardworking, always. I don't know why I feel Capricorn is trying to please others. Then you've got a Gemini. Geminis are dual personalities anyway, so there's a lot going in their head, and it's it's a fight among themselves only in the head. And the problem with Geminis is they see both sides of the story. So that's why a lot of time, people are like, okay, now you're saying this and now you're saying that. I mean, they empathize a lot. That's my sign also, and I understand. Sometimes the both sides of the story, so you generally react that way. But this is I'm not going to call a heavy feeling, but I feel one of you works more than the other person in this. We got all the signs here also, so we've got all four elements. We've got fire, air, we've got water, we've got earth. But definitely I get hard work here. That's the message that I get. Slay all of them, dragons. So I feel slay all the negativity that you have, and anything that affects your relationship, you got to take care of it. You got to slay it all. I think you are the gatekeeper of peace. I mean, you keep the peace, and you're always you know um, you're always like, I am what I am, I also have a sword, but I'm not the one who'll fight for the, wrong things. I'll fight for the right things. And you are always trying to keep the peace, even if there's a fight, even if you raise your voice, you'll be like, okay, after some time, let's, okay, let's not fight, and let's get back to knowing it, whatever, diffusing the situation. I think you hear you diffusing the situation. So you're trying to deal with somebody else's demons, is it? I mean, are you dealing with a very difficult person? I'm sorry. I mean, the second pile is totally different from the first pile, and it's like, you are dealing with the to keep the harmony in the relationship. You're actually dealing with somebody who could be a narcissist. Or has very narcissistic, traits, or is very difficult to deal with, and you still are working so hard, and you're like, I do not know, I want this relationship. I understand the person is like that, very hard to deal, but I want to keep it going. And that's somewhere, I mean, God gives you that strength to do it. Morning, the world awaits you. So it's also, the real you. Take a break. I mean, keep taking your break. Keep keeping space for yourself. You need a lot of rest, because here I feel this relationship takes a lot out of from you. A lot from your energy. I get a water sign. Could be dealing with a water sign, or you could be a water sign. Look at this dolphin. Or you could be dealing with a water sign. Maybe the difficult person is a water sign or an air sign. Not easy to deal with, different personality every time, different reactions. Unpredictable is not a word. So you need all the energy in the world, you need all the strength in the world. So my guidance is rest well, because yeah, you want to work on the relationship, and you want to work on the other person's demons also. You try to see how, if you can make them a better person, it's really that. And how can you, like, not change them, but yes, I mean, bring about a little change so they react better, because I think their reactions are very sudden, and you're scared of their reactions, is what I get with this volcano card, is what I'm getting. Let's see what they want to say to you, what do you have in your mind for them. I have family problems, so one of you does has family problems. It's not working this way, okay? So that's not the way it's working. Maybe that's why the harmony card came. All the time you're readjusting. I feel one person is all the time readjusting, the other person is saying, okay, it's not working this way, let's try this. You're doing that. Stress reduction, yeah, you need stress reduction. You are carrying a lot. Look at the burdens you're carrying somebody else's problems also. I mean, half their problems are your problems. If they have a money problem, you take on the money problem. If they have any other headache or something, like a headache, it doesn't mean headache, it means their headaches you take on. You're like, okay, I'll deal with the finances. Okay, you have a family problem, I will take care of your family. If you have this thing, I'll take care of your family problem. I'll take on your stress. I'll do whatever I can, and you kind of somewhere get the strength to take care of all the problems. I don't know how you do that. Prosperity. So yeah, you always want that this relationship should prosper, good things should happen. Sorry guys, my Mac, like I said, is making a lot of noise. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying to talk loud. So applaud, I want to say. So yeah, this, you really want this relationship to work, because it means a lot to you, and I think you are sacrificing a lot to make it work. Your sleep, everything, your peace of mind. But I hope it works, and I hope that it reaches a balance, because it should work in some way or the other. So Nine of Pentacles is, sometimes you do get impatient. You want it like, oh God, I mean, I can't do this anymore. I mean, I thought, slow and steady wins the race, or, if I take it slower, if I be more patient with the person, maybe that's how it's going to be, probably they'll change, probably they'll understand my value. I get all those messages. Probably they'll know my worth, probably this, probably that, but it's not, it doesn't happen. And that's the time you get very impatient. You have a lot of patience, but, your patience also gives in. How patient can you be all the time? Yep, you've been waiting around them, and sometimes because Hangman has come reversed here, so you wait. I think this person really makes you wait, and suddenly you're like, I'm not going to wait anymore. And then again, you're like, I'm not going to listen to them, I'm not going to wait around. But that's exactly what you do. After some time, you do wait around and go back to the same situation once you thought that I will not wait. And yes, you have a lot of patience to deal with this person, but you really want this to work, so it's totally on you. And I think you got to make the other person realize your worth, your value, and ask them to work on themselves and on the relationship too, because there'll be times when you really want to give up, and you like, I cannot work on this anymore. The second one is also down, and now the third one. Let's see what are your messages if you chose the green one. This is a very pretty green. Green is nature, green is grass, green is you like walking on the grass maybe, you do not want to wear your slippers and you want to walk on the grass, probably you meditate a lot, probably you've got a yoga mat and meditate on the grass, something on the grass. And a lot of greenery around you. And what else can I get? I don't know if you like sugar, but I get I don't know why I suddenly smelled muffins and donuts and stuff like that. Maybe you were eating one or you love all this, and that's what I just picked up while picking up these cards. And nature loving, I get nature, and you also have a nice nature. I think you love flowers, you like getting flowers, you like giving flowers. And what else do I get? Yep, let's see now. I've not seen the cards. Let's see what the story is. Pile number one, pile number two were very different. Let's see what pile three brings. Shape shifting. Maybe the situation is changing. Maybe you are changing. Maybe the person keeps changing. Something is changing in the situation. Remember, these are current messages. I mean, relationship, what's going on, what can you expect, guidances, or how you feeling, what they're feeling, anything that I can get. I get L a lot. L for love. Maybe your name starts from L, or their name starts from L, or probably the place you met them, or something to do with L. Stay grounded because things are going to change very fast. I feel maybe that's why it says it needs a little grounding. Maybe a relationship needs a little grounding. Maybe the status of you or your relationship or who you are with the person keeps changing. One day you are friends, one day you're boyfriend, girlfriend, one day you're lovers, one day it's more serious, the second day you have a fight, then you don't talk. So it's okay. I got the message. It's changing too drastically. You guys keep keep yourselves grounded. So I mean, your relationship can be stable, or you can give it one name. It's changing so much. I don't know why is it changing. I do not know why, because this is a general reading. I don't have pictures and I can't tell right now. But this thing is changing super fast, and you know what, and you're also caught in that change all the time, and you also have to move with it. It's so much movement I get with this one. Restlessness is the word that I get with one, though I was getting so much peace with the nature sign. Maybe that's what you want, and that's not what is happening. You're very nature loving, peaceful person. Probably the other one, you need to keep the other one grounded, because I feel this is you, or you versus them. You like staying grounded, and not very very home, like the other one is always partying somewhere here, somewhere there. Okay, that's another message I get. Sometimes here, sometimes there, and you were like, oh god, we're totally different. I get two people who are totally different. Let's see, that's another message that I got. This is a wake up call to something, so you need to address it, because something might just change drastically, and the situation is, I think the situation you are in right now is totally on fire. It's changing so much. It's like one day is this, second day probably the other person is confusing you. One day they'll say, okay, I have feelings. The second day they might be like, okay, I do not feel anything. The third day it's like, okay, I feel like this. So you're also caught in that whole tsunami. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or you are a Libra. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, the air sign, quite a lot of air signs. I was going to say, it's like almost air, when you shift things. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or you're a Taurian, earth sign, and water. So there's no fire sign here. Okay, the other ones did have fire signs, so there's no fire sign. It's basically air. There's a lot of air, there's water, and there is earth sign. So air is also always shifting. Air is also a sign of communication. Maybe they are confusing you with their communication or their actions, but definitely something to do with communication and confusion with that. Red is forgive. You need to forgive someone. Probably someone suddenly will change or did change, and I mean it's almost forgiveness, or probably on your way to forgiving someone, and this situation has already happened, and you understood that you did get the wake up call, or probably you'll get a wake up call soon, and you're like, what should I do? Should I move on? Because we are totally different people. One is like air, like liking parties and this and that. The other one is too home, and you're like, something is clashing, something is not matching here right now, and you're like, if I move on, I think I can forgive. Or probably they moved on, and they moved on out of your life very quickly, because it shifted, the whole situation shifted or changed shape so quickly, and you're like, okay, now that they've gone, what can I do? Let's forgive them. Maybe we were not meant to be together. I get almost you saying this. take control of your own narrative. Yeah, so maybe you have to forgive them, maybe they moved out of life. Is it a case of cheating here, or is it somebody acting really weird, acted really weird, and suddenly went out of your life? Things were going right, and that's why it took you by surprise, because suddenly, or you got a wake up call, in a way of a red flag, or somebody told you something, or you're like, oh god, I always knew it. But now, did you get evidence of somebody cheating, or something, or probably any problem that the person suddenly turned different overnight, or really made this whole situation with you different overnight, or even what they want from you. Sorry. So let's see the messages. I want to make it work. So for some of you, they want to make it work. Maybe forgiveness, they want to come back. If you forgive them, they want to make it work. Maybe that's what they mean. I want to make it work is forgiveness, forgive me, and you don't want them to control. Probably you're already on your way out, or you've been alone, and you already have your own life. Sorry, maybe they want to come back. So I'm going to have water. I've been talking a lot. Maybe you want them, maybe they come back and they're seeking your forgiveness. Maybe they said, I'm sorry for what I did, and I want to make it work. You are my soulmate. For some of you, they're your soulmate, and you already know it. There is this knowing in your heart. You're dealing with a soulmate. Remember, this is a general reading, so messages would be different. Huh? I'm serious about you. So this is the soulmate card. I mean, if you have met your soulmate and feels really good, or suddenly they change your life. This could be positive also. You were totally different, and suddenly they got you out of the shell. Okay, the other message that I get is also positive, that you were really different, and they came into your life like a breath of fresh air, because you've got air here. So that's what I feel. Totally turned your life around, and and you and that's what you say to them. You're my soulmate, and I'm serious about us. So that could be another story. Unnecessary worry. So there could be a situation where the worries are totally unnecessary, not required, or probably it's in your head that the situation will change so suddenly. Probably they'll not stay with me. Probably they'll go. Then my life will become like this. So this could be you also, probably all in your head. The story is also in somebody's head, because it's like unnecessary worry, and maybe you're just worrying about the person. The person doesn't really want to make it work, and you're like, okay. I mean, I think you're thinking of too many steps ahead. And I feel you're doing what if, what if, what if, what if they leave, what if it doesn't work, what if this happens, what if they go away, what if they have someone. Be gentle with yourself. Yeah, you're being too hard on yourself. I mean, look at this, the kind of thinking that you're doing. Look at the sad look on the face. Be gentle, to yourself. Love yourself first. You totally, look at this. I mean, look, not caring about yourself. Totally not even. Your mind is somewhere else. You're doing something else, and totally, that sad look on your face, and probably they treated you very very well, and you miss those days, and probably they disappear from your life, and they do not do the things they used to do, like giving you flowers or doing something like special things for you, and you miss that, and you feel totally dejected here. I'm going to use that word. That's the word that I get. You feel very dejected here. It's not a choice you want to make, in the sense you're not going to drop the person, or it's not that you know there's a choice that you're making right now what to do. I think you're going to dwell upon the situation, or what you're going to do. I think you're going to spend more time here thinking what to do with this situation. It's more like that. I mean, should I really go in for it if the person is very different, and it's the person might be taking you out of your comfort zone, and you're not comfortable with that, or or they've left you, or changed your life forever. So there are two situations that came to my mind here. So deal with the situation. This is be real. If it's come upturned, it's a different story. Look at this. I mean, the cat is looking at the leopard, or whatever, the jaguar, whatever it is, and look how big the cat is looking in the water. Maybe you need to reflect on something. Maybe you thinking the problem is much bigger, or something is much bigger than it is. This is not a time to get emotional, or not a time to think from your heart. I think this is a time to understand the situation and see how you can deal with it with your intellect, or whatever you want to do, and think about the situation, but don't unnecessarily worry, because I feel some of the stories are all in your head, and maybe you need to move out of the situation, see it in a new way, or you need to see it in a new light, or you need to change your perspective about the whole thing. But there's something you need to change, is also what I get. Change is also with shifting. Maybe your perspective towards the person needs to change, or the situation. That's also another message that I get. I also get the word F. F for fan. I don't know what it means to you. Your name could start from F, or their name could start from F, or something to do with the place wherever you met, or something. I get. I also get the letter S. S for sun. Maybe your name or their name begins with that. So those are the messages. I hope you enjoyed your love reading, and happy Holi to everybody anywhere in the world, wherever you are listening to me from. And have a great day. It's a holiday here, so we're enjoying our holiday, and you also take care. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll be back with another reading. Bye, guys.